Welcome to a moment in time with Taylor and Ed. We're in portrait mode. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry. So yes, thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to check out the website femyoga.com. This channel is 100% funded by viewers just like you guys. So thank you so much for making this show possible. I hope that you'll enjoy our show today. And thank you to all of these people from the last 30 days that have contributed both on the website and through Super Hearts. Hey, Nick, Sodom's here ready to troll. Thank you for promoting this show in your broadcast, Sodom. That was a lot of fun. Trevor, thanks for inviting Sodom, you too. This is perfect because the comments cover up Ed. Exactly, Nick, I was going to say that. I was going to ease my way into that.
And why do you get to be on top?
So here's the thing. Earlier, Ed, you weren't here because I know you live a very busy life. And, you couldn't be here to see the results of the earlier poll. Sorry, I'm just going to center you on the screen.
There was a poll?
There was a poll. And, hey, Garrett. And the poll was, do you guys want me to do the split screen in widescreen or portrait mode? Hey, Zen. Hey, Tracy. Hi. And the answer was, from a couple people, well, how about you just do it without Ed?
What?
Or one person said, how about with another woman instead?
That's so sexist. I'm just going to sit here. I'll just sit here quietly. I'm not.
Hi, Chris. So I figured, and then thank God for Charlene, who did say that she wanted us to do portrait mode. So that's what we're doing. But I figured, hey, if I put you on the bottom. Oh, yeah, and there was a troll, too, that said they wanted to see me on top. So I don't know if that was really a vote for portrait or if that was a troll comments. But I figured like this, the comments will just cover you right up. And if they don't want to see you, they could just comment a lot, be really engaged, ask a lot of great questions, and, invite their followers over and over again. They won't even have to see you.
Yeah, that's great. Maybe I'll just put up a picture of a woman here. So, I'll just kind of do this.
Nick, thank you.
They'll just do this.
Oh, who is that? Why do you have this picture of this woman? What is this?
That's Google Images. Look, I'll just leave that here when I talk.
B246, that's, he's married. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, but that person is cute. I'll say that much. No, not that person, the girl. Hi, Maria. Hola. Thanks for inviting. Thank you, everyone, for bringing your friends in. We are talking about the 67 Steps program. Yeah, red hot, lady in red, right? We should just put her on the whole screen. I'm sure we get tons of views.
We probably will, yeah.
And we're going to be starting out where we left off from last week. Hey, Rami. Married, not dead. Oh, my God. Come back, Ed. I like you. Zen likes you even better than that lady.
Thank you. Thank you, Zen. I appreciate that.
Aw, thanks, Garrett. That's so nice. Who's the guest? This is Ed, South Jersey broker. He is one of the top contributors of the channel, and we have basically just absorbed him into the fem yoga lifestyle, and he's helped us a lot with developing this business. Do you want to talk about your history and your little bit of background before you found fem yoga?
Yeah, sure. You know why I want to talk about it? Because the more I talk, the less push-ups I have to do. So that's a great thing. Yeah, so before fem yoga, I was always an entrepreneur. I've run multiple businesses, and now I quit all of them, and now I work for talent. I resigned today, actually, from every job I have. So, hopefully we can make this work because
B246 wants to know, can you do the splits?
Can I do the splits?
Yeah.
As in what?
Like, can you do a split?
Like a physical split?
Yes.
No. No, we're not even going to try that. That's a horrible idea.
I'm in a skirt, so we're definitely not. I'm not trying it. You can go
for it. Can you do a split?
No.
Good. Me neither.
Well, then I guess that we're done with that. So yeah, Ed works for me. That's how we know him. And we have been talking every week on Split Screen about the 67 Steps program by Tai Lopez. You might be familiar with him, the guy who has the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris, and he's obsessed with reading books. As you can see, if you might be able to see my bookshelves a little bit here. Thanks for trying. Yeah, you're welcome, B. I got you. Sonam is here for the push-ups. Okay, so what she's talking about is the fact that we're on step 20, and what we've gotten into the habit of doing is the number of push-ups for the number step that we're on. So I would rather do 20 push-ups than 21 push-ups, which I know we're going to get at least those 2 steps done today. So I volunteer to do the push-ups first. I will do 20 push-ups somehow. We'll see.
And if we go really fast, you're gonna have to do 21 then too, because you're gonna do 20. Oh no, I'm gonna do 21.
No,
You're gonna
you
do
do 21. I'm not. And then we're gonna go really slowly through 21, so that no one has to do 22. But if we do have to do 22, we're doing it together. Hearts, hearts, and more hearts. Yes. Hearts, stars, and horseshoes. Clovers and blue moons. You're not gonna finish it off?
No, I'm trying to get my comments.
Pots of gold and rainbows, and the red balloons. The Lucky Charms. All right, anyway. I guess we're done procrastinating. Let's
time to do push-ups.
I'm sweating already. I'm going to have to put a fan on halfway through this. All right, get this out of here. The cat's looking at me like, what the hell? Can I just put my legs out of the screen and then you can't see what my legs are doing? I'll just put my knees down.
Oh,
move to the next step. Is Ed from New York City too? Ed, tell them more about yourself so I can do this. Make Ed do 50. Garrett, I like you more and more.
I'll do it with you. I don't care. I'm ready. I'll do 40 today.
You're going to do 41 push-ups? You're just going to show off? Okay, fine. Well, I'm only doing 20.
I like to show off.
All right, are you going to do them?
Yeah, I'll do them with you. Let's do them.
Okay, he's going to get them done faster. I should just start doing them now.
I'm ready.
Oh my god, I haven't done that!
Can I see you? Can I even see you? I don't know.
I think they can see me. Holy crap. Okay, I'm switching to knees. I'm really embarrassed, but at the same time, I want to get them done.
Okay, I'm done. Are you finished?
No, I'm done. I still have 2 more to do. Okay.
That's great.
Alright, I did the last like 6 or something as girl push-ups, which I think means I have to do the other 21. Alright.
No, knee push-ups totally count. It's just a modification.
So, Sonam, get out of here. Sonam, why would you troll me on push-ups? Troll Ed.
12.
He's the one who goes to the gym.
That's great. All right, we did it.
Ed Yoga Taylor. That's me. Okay, wait, I'm not in the screen anymore. There we go. All right, so step 20 of Tai Lopez's 67 Steps program. Thank you, Trevor, for the super hearts. Welcome to your first day on Periscope. Oh, I'm not going to even try to say that name. Roby, hello. Ed, do 200, Garrett says.
I'm working up towards 60.
You're working up towards 60? Oh, yeah. Because of the 67 steps.
67 steps, yeah.
Makes sense. Ed went fast. I know, Tracy. He always does that. That's why I don't like when he does it with me, but he always insists. Because he wants to look like some kind of hero.
No, the truth is if you go slow, it hurts a lot more.
It's so... Like, my first one was like, I froze at the bottom. I was like, I can't get back up. On the first one.
You just lock up. You can do them on your knees, though. Like, it's not...
I did, I know.
That's not an incorrect
It was still hard.
You can do all of them. It's supposed to be hard.
I know. That's why I do as many as I can. I mean, I've always done normal ones all the other weeks.
True.
Why am I defending myself?
You did like 30-some push-ups last week.
31, I think.
Oh, it had to be 37.
What?
18 and 19.
Did we do 18 and 19? Yeah. Did we do 17, 18, and 19?
I think we might have.
I think we did. Send me a fax. Who's sending me a fax? Oh, thank you, B. You rock. Oh, Zen, thank you for the super heart. Sorry, I almost went right by that. You really want to send me a fax and just have it print out right now? What in the hell? That's the most random comment I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Garrett.
Nick, send me a fax.
Why are we... Just type it into the comments. I have no printer here. Ed, will you please share your fax number with the people?
I would, but I really don't want it to go crazy.
When this video goes viral on the internet. Hi, Liam. What's happening? We're going to talk about Tai Lopez's 67 Steps program, starting with step 20, which Tai calls... Oh, wait, hang on. I went past it. Richard Branson's Hurricane and the Imaginary World of Kanye West. So this is about reverse engineering your life. So envisioning what your life is, getting really clear on what it is you really desire and value in the world, and then making that your world. Oh wait, what was that name? Liam. Yes, these are our sponsors from the last 30 days, and we're actually, I think, $920 short of our goal right now. So anything you guys want to send over at femyoga.com helps us out a lot. Or you can also send super hearts like Zen and Tracy did. That helps us out as well. I think Trevor also. And back to step 20. So Richard Branson was he was, I don't know if he was on a vacation or business, but he was traveling. He was on an island when a hurricane hit, and he had to basically hunker down and survive through that. I mean, I don't know the severity of the conditions he ended up in, but he realized that there was no flights. There was no way to get off the island after the hurricane. There was no planes flying out. So
Wait, didn't we do this step last week?
No, me and you talked about it.
Oh, there you go.
You're like, I've already heard this story.
Wait a minute.
I already told you the story.
Okay.
That's really funny. You're like, this sounds really familiar. So he had to figure out his way off the island. So what he ended up doing was he had enough money for however, maybe he was born wealthy. I'm not really sure his background. But he rented a plane and then sold tickets to the seats. He sold the seats out, and he sold the whole flight out. And that pretty much is the beginning of Virgin Airlines. And he now has Virgin Mobile, and he's so many different things. Do you know any of his other businesses offhand, Richard Branson?
Virgin Mobile, Virgin Airlines. What else? Everything's Virgin. I think he has a software company too, Virgin Software or something.
Oh.
Like they make games, maybe?
I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, he's a super wealthy guy, so he probably knows a thing or two about ingenuity. So he basically was like, hey, I want to fly away, and what I could do is find someone who's willing to fly me, and I don't have to buy the entire flight. I can sell tickets to the seats and sell the flight out. For whatever reason, maybe he had connections or knew a lot of people that wanted to leave and head back. I don't know the exact details, but I do know that's why the step is called Richard Branson's Hurricane, because that was kind of like symbolic of the beginning of his huge empire, his giant wealth. And I called it Reimagine Your World, Reverse Engineer Your Life from Your Goals. So he also calls it The Imaginary World of Kanye West. He has Virgin Trains in the UK, according to Zen. And that is, I think a lot of people, if you know who Kanye West is, actually, who was just broadcasting the other day that said they didn't know who Kanye West was? They said they weren't familiar with his music. Who was that? Oh my gosh. Was it someone in the room? I don't remember who it was. But if you aren't familiar with Kanye West, he's a pretty well-known singer, rapper, artist, hip-hop artist. Virgin Gems. Well, anything Sonam says, I don't know if it's real or not. So Zen, is there such thing as Virgin Gems, or is she just like saying things to make me say them out loud? Why do I have two hair ties on my wrist?
I think she's trolling. She's trying to be the number one troll of the broadcast.
Kanye West, a professional nut job. Tracy, that's pretty much what we're getting at here, aren't we? So the imaginary world of Kanye West. So he says that he's in the same level as Elon Musk and Bill Gates. And he's just basically like the king of the world. And that's how he always portrays himself and talks about himself and potentially actually views himself. Could be a narcissist or a sociopath or something like that. Maybe I should hold the microphone so it's not too noisy. I don't know if it's noisy or not. Thanks for inviting your followers, Sanam. I can't hear myself, so just let me know if the audio is funky at all. And so basically that, and he's been really pretty successful, all things considered, considering he's potentially somewhat delusional. So that's just like a metaphor for someone who sees the world a certain way and then works to create that world. So you can just basically take it back from the end goal. So you have a goal, say you want to make $1 million. Well, first you have to figure out, okay, well, what would come before that? maybe $500,000. And what comes before that? Maybe 100,000. So you have to first figure out what's the long-term goal, so you know where your entire life is being kind of choreographed and moving towards, but then you figure out what's the next step to move you towards that, and every day you focus on doing at least one thing to move you a little bit closer to that goal, and eventually you'll have the world that you didn't even know could exist. Like my life, I say every day I love my life and it's so amazing, and oh my god, I'm so lucky, and how is this real? I'm pretty sure it's real. Is this real?
No, it's fake. Is it real?
Do you have any take on any of that?
Yeah, so I love the goal setting. I love the long-term goal setting. I think, just to elaborate on that a little bit, my favorite thing about it is breaking it down into steps, and then breaking those steps into daily, weekly, monthly activities. And then basically, if you're completing those small tasks to finish a step, the step then equals the goal once you complete all the steps. So, people are like, I want to make $1 million. And it's like, all right, well, how do I make $1 million? Well, what do I need to do every single day to make $1 million? I have to make 20 phone calls a day. I have to talk to 10 people every day. I have to go on 10 appointments every week, whatever that might be. And then those things make up all the little pieces that make up the big goal of getting $1 million. So yeah, I really do love goal setting. I think it's one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, I have a whole blog about it on my website, femyoga.com. Sonam said, wake up, it's a dream.
Wake up, it's a dream.
It hurts a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's not a dream.
Mm-mm. Nope. Maybe Sonam's dreaming.
Sonam, wake up.
Sonam might be dreaming. It's two of us on camera. She might.
I know. This is
That's
what
like
she
our
would dream
perfect
about.
dream.
Mm-hmm.
This is like our fantasy world.
I could see why that would be. Why are you like moving slowly away from the top of the screen? Oh, because you did push-ups. Okay, I move you up. Okay. So I think that's pretty much all I have. Do you have anything else you want to say before we get to step 21?
I wish I did. That was a really shallow step. So there really wasn't much to say. I mean, goal setting was good.
Yep. And reverse engineering. So using visualization, getting really clear. What is it that you want? Do you want to be married? Do you want to have children? Where do you want to live in the world? Do you want to be traveling regularly? How often? Where are you going? How much money do you have to make all of that happen? What do you want to be doing for your work? Do you want to work for yourself? Do you want to run your own business? Do you want to work somewhere else? Do you want to work in corporate? Do you want to be in charities? Do you want to be in the church? I mean, you have to know what the heck you want, because it's way too easy to get caught up in what other people want.
You also have to know why you want it, because a lot of people set a goal and they have no reason as to why they want it. So like when we do goal setting seminars and we basically get in a group and we set our long-term goals, there are people who will come and they'll be like, I want to make $1 million. And we're like, okay, why do you want to make $1 million? Like, what does $1 million mean to you? And then they'll say something like, well, I want my wife to not have to work, and I want to be able to spend time with my kids, and I want to be able to go on a vacation. And, a lot of those groups is really about drilling down. So like, how many vacations do you want to go on? How much do you want to spend on those vacations? And then when you figure out the why and you figure out all those little details, what you really find out is maybe $1 million is not really what you want. Maybe $250,000 is what you want, and you'd like a passive way to make it. And I think that's what goal setting is really about. It's about drilling down and figuring out what your why is. Because the reason that's important is if you just set a goal, I want to make $1 million, and you don't have a why behind it or a reason, you're very unlikely to complete the tasks and steps you need to achieve that goal. But if you have a very specific goal with very specific steps that have a very specific reason, you're more likely to complete those tasks and actually succeed at that goal. So that's a little bit add on.
Yeah, no, I love that. Hi, Sage. Also, I just wanted to use a real life example from Fem Yoga from this channel, this positive program. I had this dream a while ago, I don't know, at least 6 months ago, I would say, where just randomly while I was live, I was like, wouldn't it be really cool if we had this channel live 24 hours a day, where someone was here live 24 hours a day. It was like a TV channel, or even Netflix. Like, anytime you want to access content on those platforms, it's there for you. Whether on a replay, which is all of that type of thing, it's all replay. Very rarely do you see live content on TV or on, definitely not on Netflix or I don't think like Hulu or Amazon Prime or any of those have live built into that type of entertainment, but I definitely see that as being the future of entertainment. People want to be able to ask questions live and interact live, and people can only be live so many hours a day. So I decided, oh my gosh, this should be like a TV channel where we have different shows on the channel, but we still stick with the same core values of positivity, truth, sustainability, and growth. And as long as we keep shows that are in that realm, we can definitely get this to being live pretty much the whole time. The lesser known Taylor, I have a dream speech. Oh my God, Zen, I love you. That's awesome. Fem yoga and chill. Yes. Yes. I love it, Sodom, yes. Sorry, I know I missed a bunch of comments there. I might scroll back when Ed starts talking more, but I just wanted to finish. So I realized when I actually put it down and figured out, okay, well, what would that take? How many hours a day could we really have? I realized really it's only going to be probably 20 hours a day, because then even if you just put 10 minutes between each show, you're really not getting more than 20 hours a day of live content without having overlap, which right now the system's really not built to have multiple live broadcasts on one channel. Although I think Steph Taylor did just do that the other day, and it didn't seem to glitch on her.
No, one started and one was finishing. It was weird.
Yeah, because she did it live. She was like, okay, I'm over here now. Like, go to the other one. Go to the broadcast I just started. And I was like, whoa, because if we could do that, maybe we will get to 24. But for now, I got clear on 20 hours. I know right now with the tools we have that. Really, the only thing missing from that is the creators and content to fill those spots and the finances to fund that content. So the picture is really clear, where for the past 6 months, I would say it was kind of a dream, a vision, like something fun to get excited about. I wanted it, but I wasn't really clear on how to get it. Well, now it's like in 20 minutes I can come up with 50 ideas for shows, and that's all that we really need, besides just to come live and be here and be positive and hopefully provide value and solve some of the problems in your life, just like we've solved ours. Just like we're getting to our goals, we want to help you get to yours. And in turn, hopefully you'll support the channel either through Super Hearts or at the website femyoga.com. Hey Jay, how are you? Thanks for coming in. And thanks for inviting Ed. So yeah, I realized that in the next 1 year, rather than thinking 10 years from now, which is legitimately how long it would probably take to get this live 20 hours a day. That's the reality. I mean, unless it takes off even more than I could, see right now, which is possible, it really isn't something that's going to happen overnight. And each day I didn't really know what to focus on. I just know that I want to do that someday. I didn't realize it was going to be 10 years from now. That's a while. And to even have that in 10 years from now, 1 year from now, I would have to be able to be getting, I think it's like, I have to get the exact number, I think it's $116,000 a year. And I would have to have 30 shows in addition to my content that I already put out on the channel. So that's a really big project. It's kind of asking a lot, but I'm excited because now it's so clear. I know all I have to do is drill down and focus on that really important task for my business, rather than all the other things that I could do, like focus on audiobooks or whatever other million ideas I get every day. Ed, why are you sending heart eye emojis?
Someone said she was tapping my eyes to send hearts, so I gave her heart eyes so she can.
Like, you're here, you could say something if you want to say something. So yeah, do you have any examples that you want to use from your business, or you want to just do push-ups?
Examples of what?
Examples of what? Oh my gosh, what the hell? Examples of reverse engineering your life from your goals?
Yeah, I mean, I do that on a regular basis. I mean, all of my goals are based on reverse engineering of what I'm trying to create in my life. So right now I find my time to be the most valuable thing. So I'm generally trying to reverse engineer everything in my life to give me more time. So I know you like to make fun of me for like buying things and like paying people to do things, but the reality is, if I look at my day of 24 hours and I can cut out an hour of cleaning, an hour of taking care of the lawn, an hour of just doing random things, that adds up for me. And my end goal right now is to preserve as much time as possible. So that's pretty much what I work towards every day.
That's good. I like that. Let's do that as a challenge. You guys here in the broadcast live, whether you're watching this in the future on the replay, this week, before me and Ed are live again next Friday, May 18th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel, Fem Yoga. Make sure you're following and you have your notifications turned on so you don't miss it. We'll be picking up with step 22. I challenge you to eliminate something that's a waste of your time this week. Something, even if it's just 1 hour, something that you're doing every week that you could free up somehow. Maybe you could delegate it.
Wait, would you be upset if I had just exited out of this right now?
Exit out of what?
Out of the split screen.
Because it's a waste of your time?
you said something I do every week for 1 hour that I could remove. This is perfect. I'm going to go. Bye. I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing you. I'm trolling you live. Sonam got me in the mood. I don't know why.
Hi, Garcia. We should just freaking go to step 21, shouldn't we?
Let's do push-ups.
I shouldn't have asked him anything.
Let's do them.
But yeah, no, I want to challenge you guys to do that because I just did that. I canceled my in-person yoga sessions that I was doing, so that actually freed up at least 4 hours a week, bare minimum, every single week that I can now put into my business and fully focus on my live streaming business. He is a joker, right, Jay? Hi, guys. Thanks for coming in. Garcia, JJ. There was some other people that I saw. Bugsy, Watcha. One other person, hello. And Ed is now going to do 21 push-ups because we're going to move on from reverse engineering your life from your goals and go over to step 21, which is the PACE system. So let's see what he's doing.
Wait, how many? It's 21?
21.
Oh, you're not doing them with me? I thought if I did them with you.
No, I'm not doing them. Oh, did I say I was going to do them because I did the girl push-ups? Crap, I did say that.
Really?
This is an outrage.
Just do the modified
Who's
push.
in charge here? I need to speak with the management.
Nick and Sonam are in charge.
Nick.
And JJ.
Sonam?
JJ's in charge.
JJ. Wait, who sent the most super hearts? Is it JJ?
Oh, is it? No.
I see Zen on my screen.
Oh, Zen's
You're
in
all
charge.
in charge. I'm definitely not in charge, I'll tell you that much.
Everybody's in charge.
Because I would not be on my hands and knees right now if I was in charge.
That's what the sheep said, Nick.
Okay, Nick. He said Nick.
All right, I'm going.
Holy
I'm
hell.
going. I'm not sitting here. I hear you grunting over there.
God. Okay. All right. I think my hair stuck to my face. What I miss? Push it, Jay. What's happening?
That's right, Nick.
I don't need the chair. We don't need the chair. I'm just gonna kneel right here on the ground. So, so it's easy to collapse if I need.
Pass out there.
Oh God, my hair looks nice. Hi Benji. I could do 10 more. Jay, you're probably right.
Don't fall into the bookshelf. Whew. Oh yeah, look, we have the PACE system. We're never getting to the next set, so we're good.
Hi Dave. Oh, thanks, Allie. That's nice. Okay. Whew. So, do you remember what it stands for? PASE?
Nope.
Oh my God, he's so useful. Why don't I just do the show without him?
Part of the entertainment is I have no idea what you're talking about. I just kind of go along with it. That's the entertainment factor. Me trying to catch up.
Who's getting married then? I don't know. Who's getting married? Someone's getting married? Oh my God. Okay. I should probably have a chair. It's not looking. What if Ty comes in? What's he gonna think? He'll be like, this girl doesn't even have a chair.
She just sits on the floor.
He's gonna be like, first piece of advice: get a chair.
Ty, if you're watching now, watch the replay. She just did 20.
Timestamp this and tag Ty. Actually, yeah, he's already tagged.
Hashtag no chair.
Please always show elbows. What in the world is she talking about? Wait, who's getting married? Whoa, Nick. JJ's tagging Nick. Okay,
What?
okay.
Who's getting married?
Okay, someone's getting
Right.
married. I think it's Nick. I think it's
In the
Nick.
scope.
And,
Oh, it's me and Nick. Nick and I are
you.
getting
Oh,
married.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We have a pretty good connection. Do you see how that's what he said on? I knew he was going to say it. I knew he was going to type it in, so I just told him to type it for him. Him and I are on the same wavelength.
So PACE is a way of categorizing characteristics of your personality. Practical, active, social. What? Sorry, and emotional. What? JJ. Okay, Deb says fem toga and what the ed. I like it. I like it. Hi, Deb. Welcome to the room. JJ said, "Oh, I just said you, Ed, and Nick are getting married." Oh, maybe he means you, Ed, and Nick are getting married. I think that's what he means. So I do think you guys are getting married. You actually, even though you were trolling, you were actually right. That is what JJ was talking about. That's so great. I love
I know
it.
what you're saying.
I love it. So all of us have all four of these aspects
Wait,
as part of
hold
our
on. So it's practical, active, and what were the other two?
social and emotional. Practical, active, social, and emotional. 4 parts of yourself. So we all have all of this in us. Just like the 5 love languages, we all have some level of the love languages in us. However, we all have a predominant characteristic of our personality. Now, my husband and I have been studying the PACE system from Tai for a while now, and personally, I mean, we've come to think that I don't know really how much I agree with it, how reliable it really is. Separate, like the ENTJ and those kinds of things seem to be pretty accurate. I find PACE really hard to categorize people on, but it does make for a useful term, kind of like the chimp paradox. It wasn't really based in science, but the analogy of saying that you have like an internal chimp was useful for us. And that was a book we read. If you're new to the channel, just check out my YouTube channel. It should be on there somewhere, Chimp Paradox. And you can check out my Goodreads too. Oh, I'm sending out my book reviews email this weekend. So make sure that you sign up for that. It's totally free. Sign up right on the homepage, femyoga.com. You'll see it right there. And you're going to get reviews and summaries of all the books that I've read over the last 4 months, which is at least 16 books. There might be 17 because JJ got me his info that I needed for his short story that I read as well. So I think there's going to be 17 on there, but at least 16. And I'm really excited, so make sure that you sign up for that at Fem Yoga. And while you're there, if you want to support, that would be awesome too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay.
So hold on. So this PACE stuff, all 4 of those, I feel like personally I work on those all day, every day.
Yeah, and
So
he
it's
says
hard
that
to classify. Like, how do you?
Well, he's saying that you should do that. That they should all be pretty in balance. That you should be, if something's really out of balance, you should be trying to balance that. And that the higher level people in the world, the higher level performers, are going to be a lot more balanced than the masses. Excuse me, the masses, like the majority of people.
Well, I feel like I could compare my early self to these, and I would find weaknesses. Like, I had no social world at all when I was younger. Like, I felt, you know how you're like shy and stuff. Like, I was always shy and not very like outgoing. So like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I think I've always been practical though.
You're very social. I can speak to this.
Now I'm very social.
Zen. Oh my god, I love everyone right now. You see the comments. Okay. You have something out of balance and need advice. Let's hear it, Deb. Hey, Wolf Puppy, welcome to the room. Hi, Benji. Hi. Wait, like this? What is this, Illuminati? Okay, sorry. No, JJ, that was hilarious. Love you too. Platonically. Of course.
All right, Dub has something out of balance that he wants to tell us.
Huh? Who? Huh? What?
Dub has something out of balance.
Gray patch. Does he dye it or not? He says he has one side of his hair with a gray patch, the other side doesn't. Does he dye it or not? I say no.
What? That was his problem?
Yeah, what do you think? He said it's out of balance. It's true. One side's gray, one side's not.
Just shave it off.
Yeah, do a vegan dough haircut.
You just shave it off. Shave off the patch.
Just the side, yeah.
And then even it up.
It's very in right now. I think still for a little bit longer, maybe.
Black Sharpie marker.
Oh my god! Don't listen. Whatever Ed said, definitely don't do that. Don't do that.
Fem Yoga guarantees everything that I say.
Okay, this is gonna be the last time you see Ed on this show. So if you have any last words for him, if you want to just block him, that's fine. You'll never see him again. You might see his name floating on up here, but you're definitely not gonna be seeing this face on this channel ever again.
Definitely buy Bitcoin.
Wait, you might see it in DC though. Did you say buy Bitcoin? Did you see that Steve and Pauline put out a YouTube video today about Bitcoin?
They put it out today?
Today, while Sodom was live.
I feel like I had that thought this morning.
How weird is that you were like, where have Steve and Pauline been? And then I went and looked and I was like, oh, they're not really scoping anymore. And then boom, Bitcoin YouTube video. It's like they knew. Maybe they saw me watch the replay. We're like, we got to put a video out right now.
Dub, that's
Oh, sorry.
That trolling is Sonam's fault.
Hi,
She
Asha.
got she got me into a trolling mood earlier.
Okay, so we'll just blame everything that goes wrong on Sonam,
It's all
everything that goes
Sonam's
right
fault.
on Taylor. Perfect. I like it. I like it.
Perfect. That's great. And
So,
Nick. Everything that goes right is also Nick's fault.
so the way that you would sense how people kind of fall into these categories of pace, P would be practical, and these people they do not like last minute changes or plans. They're probably a little bit slower to change. Hi, Asha. And they would be more, maybe a little bit slower moving, thinking, talking. I think sometimes Southern people kind of are a little bit more slow moving, a little bit more maybe
Really impractical.
impractical. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. This whole
Like,
thing with the tie thing. It's like he made this up. This is a Tai
this is
Lopez thing.
definitely made up. Because when I think of practical, I think of like doing things logically, like it's a practical solution to a problem, as opposed to like an impractical solution, which doesn't make sense.
Right, exactly. So he uses that to say if someone's a P, it means like they're a planner. So he should just call it like a planner instead of practical, because
Maybe
practical
he
is
should
like
just give up on this and do something different.
maybe, but I find it useful to think like I know there's people who just hate planning. Like my one friend who lives out in LA, when I was out there, it was just every single day. Like if I asked her one day ahead, it would be the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, we're about to go to bed, and I'd be like, what do you want to do tomorrow? She's like, I don't know. Like, we're just gonna have to figure it out tomorrow. I'm like, why can't we like think about it now? And it was like almost like she just lives like, well, you just never know. Like you just got to keep everything open. You just never know what's gonna change between now and then. And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, we could always change our plans. People don't like. Some people just like her in particular. She's the epitome to me of someone who's not a P. She's the antithesis of a P. That planning. She's like, if I would try to plan anything, it would probably annoy her to the point where maybe she wouldn't even want to hang out with me anymore. So I'm not really like that. I like to plan ahead. I like to know. Like my husband will say, oh, do you want to go grocery shopping with me today? I'm like, no. I'll go with you tomorrow. I just need like 24 hours. If people will say, oh, can we do a call today? I'm like, sometimes I do, but most of the time I'm like, can we do tomorrow or even like a few days out? Because I prefer to be well prepared and not rushed, and that's just kind of more my personality. So I'm more of a P than an A, even though I talk fast, think fast, move fast.
That also will save you a lot of time because you're proactively planning. You're not proactively responding to people's requests. So that's kind of awesome because if you had your whole day planned out and somebody was like, "Hey, do you want to go do this?" and you were like, "Yes," where does that time come from? It comes from something you were planning on doing. So putting it till tomorrow lets you refocus, readdress that entire day with everything you agreed to do, and then kind of plan that out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I do my days too. So I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, totally. I'm the same way. So Mr. Goodbar says the first thing I hear as I join is a Southern person is impractical. I take slight offense to that.
That's not. I don't think that's what you were getting at, right?
Me? You said it, first of all, and second of all, no, that's not what you were getting at.
I didn't say anything about Southern people.
Right, but I was talking about, I feel like
people.
Southern people, like, they oftentimes are like, whoa, you talk way too fast. And when I listen to them, I'm like trying to finish their sentences because I have that kind of Northeast, like, I just want to talk fast and think fast and, like, get done and move on to the next thing. New York Minute or whatever. So the Southern culture is not like that. It's much more slow living, much more like enjoy life as you go and not be so rushed, which is great, and I really like that. I find it really refreshing. I love people from the South. It's not that they're impractical. It was just a matter of like speed, the speed of talking and everything. And then his reaction was, really, for practical? And while I was talking about Southern people, but he didn't mean really Southern people. He meant really that you would be more slow moving and be practical,
Right.
which I think is
Right,
I agree.
my idea of practical means like
It's
reasonable.
just not related to how fast you move, in my mind.
I agree with that.
It takes 30 minutes to get drive-through fast food. What do you mean 30 minutes, Ralph?
30 minutes.
Yeah, like what you need to... No. There's
In the
so many
South.
things wrong with that sentence. You feel spontaneous leisure events usually turn out more fun as far as business planning is vital. Yeah, sometimes. Even that, though. Like, if someone's like, oh, hey, do you want to go out for dinner tonight? I'm like, ugh. Whereas if they ask me the day before, I'm more likely to do it. So that's just, I mean, it's just a matter of different people having different they're different personalities. Some people, my husband is the opposite. He hates planning anything. I always RSVP him as no to everything. I just assume he's not going to want to go to anything. But it's not that he doesn't want to go. It's just that he doesn't want to commit to going until it's like the moment that he could decide, am I going to go right now or no? Because he doesn't want to say he's going to go and then not go or feel rushed and the same kind of thing. But it's kind of the opposite where I'm like, well, if I plan it out, then I won't be rushed because I'll know ahead of time and I can plan accordingly.
And also,
he'll just forget.
Like not planning out your time, and this comes from like time blocking and from the business end, not planning out your time tends to waste more time than having a plan. So even in like your personal life, like if you're planning on doing an event or an activity in a day, you can easily schedule things around it where you can fill up your day and be the most productive. If you're not planning, if you're just doing it when you feel like it, you get in these situations where you go for periods of time where you actually don't achieve anything. And then like all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. And it's like, well, what did I do today? Well, I just did that one thing I on the spot decided to do, where the other one's like more of an accountability factor.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for sharing this out, Zen. Hi, David. Ralph says, try getting Arby's in rural South Carolina. If you go there young, you'll be old when you leave.
That's awesome. I actually did go through a drive-thru in South Carolina, and it was actually like 25 minutes compared to here.
It's not
me crazy.
Wrong. Yeah, I bet.
Because in New Jersey, if it goes more than like 45 seconds, like McDonald's has a timer, and they like try to get every car under 45 seconds, which is amazing.
Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then active would be people who are like what we're talking about, people who they're much more spontaneous. They would much rather go with the flow. And they're also, see, to me, I feel like this doesn't really make sense, but according to Tai, they're also fast movers, talkers, thinkers. So I definitely have both of those characteristics.
Easily.
But yeah, I don't know if I would be more of an A or a P. It's kind of like, I think I would be more of a P because I care a lot more about having things planned out than I do about getting things done really fast. I don't need things to be rushed. That's why I like planning, because I don't want things to be rushed.
And also when you, like me personally, when I plan something out, the active part of me wants to get it done very quickly. So I jam a lot of things into a day. Like, you know me, like my lists are huge usually. And I'm literally like, most of the lists that I complete in a day, if I showed it to a normal person, they'd be like, what? Like they would definitely not commit to that. But it just makes me feel very productive to, like basically slam through those tasks, knowing that there's another task following it and that it has to be done. So I don't know. I just feel like I get so much done that way.
Well, that's true too. Like it's so much better to me. I like to have a list that there's no way I can do all that stuff in the day, because when I'm much more likely to plan less than I could do in one day, and then I get everything done and I feel good, but I'm like, I could have definitely done more, and I rather would have.
Which you can, I used to do it the same way you do it, but I started to like challenge myself with that list each day. And it was kind of like, all right, well, this looks easy. So I'm going to add like 2 things that make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then I started killing that. And I'm like, all right, let me add 2 more things that make me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden it was just like this huge list of things that make me uncomfortable that I'm now comfortable doing. So
that's so true. I just had this realization earlier today. I mean, I've known this before, but I was just thinking about it again. Hey, Tom, just be quiet and you'll catch up. Sorry, that's the guy who said he was going to send $150 yesterday.
Tom,
and didn't.
There's still time. Send your $150 today. We didn't see it yesterday.
Tom, no, don't troll us, Tom. You'll get blocked. Don't be like this. Okay, so hey, Duckins. Wait, is Duckins the same person as Drake?
Hold on, can I just respond to JJ because he said
thanks for coming into his scope.
Yeah, you're welcome, JJ. Thank you.
Dub says he gets overwhelmed sometimes and accomplishes nothing when he plans too much. I think that's just something that goes away with practice. For me, I realize that when I know that I have a lot of things that I have to get done in a day, I get so much more done than I ever normally would get done. Like like today is a good example of this. I know I had to do the yoga challenge. I knew I had this split screen. I knew I wanted to try it in portrait. And I know that I'm trying a new recipe tonight. I have to go to the grocery store and do that. And maybe I'm going to get my nails done. And I just knew it was going to be kind of like a busy day for content as far as scopes that require more preparation than most and not so much of a free-for-all as some days are. So I feel like I'm getting 10 times more things done. Like when I came up with all those show ideas and I'm reading the book, and it's just like every little moment, I'm maximizing everything. I'm in the shower like, okay, what am I going to wear? What am I going to get for lunch? Where am I, just planning everything out, because it's like I know I'm not going to have enough time to think about it when I get to that point. So I have to have it all kind of, it would have been better if I mapped it out yesterday, but I mapped out this morning.
There's two ways to do what Dub's talking about. So like when you have a list that you consider to be overwhelming, there's only two reasons it's overwhelming. One, there's too many items on it, or the second thing is there's one or two items that you consider to be something you really don't want to do. So I think most of you are familiar with the book Swallow That Frog. You already pulled it out. Awesome. That's one way to address it. And the reason I say that's one way is because there actually is a second way. So the first way is to take the thing that you're most dreading and just get it done. And then it frees up your mind so you can complete the rest of the list. The other method is if you're actually dreading the list because you think there are too many things on it, take the batch of the smallest, easiest things to do, like the 10 easiest things, bang them all out really quickly and get them checked off the list. It makes the list look a lot smaller. So there are two ways to handle that, and it really just depends on what you're fearing, but you have to know which one you're fearing, because some people do fear one task, but some people are just like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. There's 100 tasks. But then there's like out of those 100 tasks, 10 of them are like super easy, simple things that take 5 minutes, like return this phone call, return that email, mail this piece of mail, whatever it is. There's always a pile of easy things that can be banged out to make the list smaller. So there's two ways to approach it. And in my day, like sometimes I'll do the hard thing in the morning, and then in the afternoon I'll do that method to clean up the list and make it really short. And then I'll be like, all right, now I only have like 3 or 4 things left. I have to do them. Like there's no way I'm going to let this sit until tomorrow.
Yes, you do need this book, Deb. I think Vegan Dough won it actually on this channel because I had to. Yeah, I'll show the book again. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. So Brian Tracy actually went to one of Tai Lopez's masterminds, and that's where my one of my previous mentors, Carl Allen, holy crap, his name like escaped my brain for a moment. Carl Allen actually met Brian Tracy at Tai Lopez's house. And I was like, that sounds like something out of my dreams, to meet Brian Tracy at Tai Lopez's house. Because I was invited there. This is amazing. Okay, but that's okay. That's on the goals list. We're not there yet, but we're going to go to LA in June. And we're going to be like, Tai, we're here.
He's going to be like, security.
He's going to be like,
from the internet.
Who the hell are you?
Why are you like, here, hold
I'll
this
be like,
basketball.
I'm the girl who keeps tagging you in these live broadcasts every single week, trying to get your attention. And the fake Tai Lopez came in that one day. Tom? You're too distracting. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Did you block Tom?
Yeah, I blocked Tom. No, because he's constantly talking about how good I look and stuff. No.
All right.
Yeah.
Tom, you can talk about how good I look.
No, you can't talk to Tom.
I look fantastic.
Tom's blocked.
Let's go.
Yeah, where's John? John's like your biggest fan.
Yeah,
Kayvon or Tai? If I had to choose between Kayvon or Tai, Asha, that would be the end of my life.
So I'm serious.
My brain would explode. I believe in abundance. It's not either or. It's both. I will take Kayvon. I will take Tai. Throw in a little Gary Vee, a little Grant Cardone. I mean, whoever. We'll sprinkle in whoever you want. Tony Robbins.
Sounds like a rap song.
Rachel Ray. I don't care. I'll meet them all. Oprah. Let's do
Meet
it.
them all. Put them all in a room.
Yeah, we'll do a multi-screen.
Speed mentoring.
Oh God! All the guys are hitting on you now.
Oh, good. Thank you, Dub. I feel pretty sexy. Stretch a little bit here.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna flex. Okay.
I hate my life.
You don't have to look. Just turn it off.
Are you done? I didn't look. Look at me.
I'm speaking to my fans, mainly Dub and probably Nick.
Tell me when I'm invited back.
You can come back. We're good now.
Oh my God, Sonam's hitting on you too. Well, actually,
thank you.
Sonam's saying exactly what Tom said to me.
Oh yeah. Well, she
Oh
means
my
it, though.
God. Oh my
She
God, Zen.
actually
I thought Zen said I look great, but I don't care.
Zen,
Hey,
we
Matt.
think you're beautiful. So just so you know.
Everyone's saying how awesome your eyes are now. This is hilarious to me. My legs are so.
Do you guys want me to like look into the light and like?
Holy crap! We only have 5 minutes left.
I know we're doing good.
Dub says you have
don't-
biceps for days. Wait, we gotta finish though. Okay, so we talked about practical and active. Social is someone who everywhere they go, they make a friend. Now I am, yeah, at least I did. I thought it would be funny if we could cover them up with comments.
Because Taylor
It's
wants to
working
minimize
perfectly.
me.
It
She
looks
put
like
me
it's
on
just a Taylor scope.
She put me on the bottom and then she made me small, so I disappear. What the heck?
Next week he'll be like just his head on the bottom.
I'll just be like this little like pinhead, like a little circle.
Oh, like how far can we move you down?
And my mic won't work.
Like there. There we go. Just keep moving him down.
I'll be in the tip jar, like literally, like I'll be inside the jar. It'll be like this.
Then you won't even have to be one of the top 3 sponsors to be in there. Look at the cup. Oh my God.
Like, what's going on? Trying to peek
Oh my
behind the
God.
jar.
Mark, get a profile picture. Get out of here with your mouth. Okay. We got to get to it. Social. This is the
Okay.
now. I think people would think, oh, Taylor, you're pretty social. Now there's a difference here. So I'm extroverted and I talk a lot.
Mark's comment. I know it was a troll comment, but it's hilarious. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Uh,
Dove, can you not distract me with pineapple pizza discussions right now? But I do have another friend who's the epitome of this in my mind. We were at this 4th of July event one time at a park, and we were sitting on this blanket, me, her, and I think her kids and her baby daddy, and we're all just kind of hanging out. And JJ just sponsored the channel. Yes! JJ, are you in here right now? Oh my god, Ed said one. Oh, get out. Get out. Yes, JJ, thank you so much. JJ just went and sponsored this channel at femyoga.com. That's so awesome. He's already a sponsor, and now he's an even higher level sponsor. So thank you, JJ. That's awesome. That's moving us closer to our goals and making this show possible to keep going and growing. But we're going to keep shrinking Ed. That's the goal. That's why he sent money. He's like, oh, good, you're moving Ed out of the picture? Okay, good. I'm going to send some money.
I quit.
You can't quit. You've already been fired. Hey, Trapper.
Okay,
David. All right. I got it. I had to say thank you to JJ though, because David, I wouldn't be here if not for him and people sending money at femyoga.com. So thank you. Okay, fine. So we were hanging out on the blanket, right? And this girl walks by, and my friend greeted this girl as if they have been best friends forever. Like they've known each other since elementary school. And now this is her hometown that we were hanging out in. So she knows a lot of people. She's lived there her entire life. She knows pretty much everyone. So I thought for sure they knew each other. And the way she said hi to her, let me see if I can imitate it. So we're just kind of hanging out. And then this girl walks by and they make eye contact. Okay. Thank you, Asha, for the super hearts. So I'm my friend. You're this girl walking by. Okay. They look with eye contact. Okay.
Oh, Lisa's sending money to get me bigger. Yes.
Yes, Lise! Lise, if you do that, I will make him bigger right now in front of your very eyes. I'll move myself out of the way. Not completely.
If she sends enough, I get to be on top next week. You on the bottom.
Well, how much is enough? Like $900?
Like
Did you say $1?
Okay.
What the heck? Whoa. Oh, it's a spider. I thought it was an ant. I tried to kill this. You probably can't see it. I tried to kill what I thought was an ant, and it turns out that it's a spider, and it shot a web out from my fingers. Okay, someone said that sounds sexual. I don't know what we're talking about. But hey, K&M, I hope you're feeling okay. You got the mom okay, or what's going on? I hope everything's okay. Oh my God, Dub. We need to. Ed has to go. Okay.
2 minutes.
Zen said he will send super hearts to make you bigger.
Oh, good.
Where's all the love for Taylor, you guys? Okay. Okay. So this girl walked by and she was like so excited. Oh my God, hi. K&M, thanks for the super hearts. And this girl comes over and hangs out with us the entire night. Turns out, did not know her, never met. That was the first time they met. And I'm like, what the hell? Because I would never greet a stranger like that. There's no way some random girl walking by, I'm just going to be like, hey, oh my God. Like, just so excited. Like, her mouth dropped open. She's like, just so warm. And I'm like, this girl, I love her. You know, she's one of my close friends, but I'm like, I just don't have that in me to just be like, this is, come, all of you, be my best friend. Random people walking by, let's hang out, let's talk, let's engage, come over to my blanket. Like, I think I could learn something from people like that. Thank you for the super hearts, Trapper. Are you trying to make Ed bigger, you guys? You know, he has to leave. We're trying to end the broadcast. We haven't even gotten to the E's.
Cam DJ Sound sent super hearts too to make me bigger. So.
Did you, K&M, you want Ed to be bigger? I think K&M is happy that he got to rescue someone today. Zen sent some? Oh, Zen sent some. I'm sorry that I missed it, Zen. I'm going to have to get my face out of here a little bit. I'm going to be slowly.
Shrink it.
And then you come up. Okay. Now I got a hunch. Now I got a hunch down here like this. There you go, you guys. You got more Ed. Are you happy? Okay, that's as much Ed as you can get, or else I'm not even going to be on the screen anymore. E in the PACE system. So we talked about practical, active, social, and then finally we have emotional, the E. And this is someone who is maybe has a short temper or maybe is very sensitive and is just very, very in touch with their emotions and other people's emotions. Maybe they consider themselves some type of empath or intuitive. And these people are usually highly emotional. Ed, no, no, no. Oh, what? No, that's not even true, Dub. He barely even spoke.
But when I speak, what I say is amazing. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Good. This is good. So entertaining myself.
The end. That's the end.
It's the end.
Do you have any last words?
No, I have no last words. It's 4:30. I gotta go.
Even though this is the last time you're ever going to be on the show?
I'll be back next week.
At what time?
3 to 3:30, depending on how my microphone's acting.
3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. Join us back for Split Screens for TayEd Talks.
TayEd Talks.
Taylor and Ed, in case you didn't get it. I'm Taylor, he's Ed. I'm here on Fem Yoga at least 3 hours every single day. I will be traveling to Washington, D.C. soon, so if you want to see Trip, and I'll be with Ed on that trip, so if you want to see us in D.C. together, make sure that you're following, and
I just got your eye roll. I got your eye roll in delay. It was awesome.
We'll actually be back even before Friday with... Oh, you just now got the eye roll, yeah.
Yeah, I just got it. It like popped up on the right. It was like...
We love you too, Dub.
It was awesome.
And we'll be back actually before Friday in Washington, D.C. with some awesome content with Calvin Thomas, with Mike Richards, with Jackie of All Trades, with Perry Barbie, Kelly Forbidden. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. So hopefully you enjoyed talking about how to reverse engineer your life from your goals, as well as the PACE system, balancing practical, active, social, and emotional. And the point is that when you're with someone who's predominantly one of those four, you pull out that characteristic in yourself so that you communicate with them from that vantage point. So if they're a little bit slower talking, you would slow your pace down a bit to mirror. We can talk more about mirroring and stuff when we have more time. But Ed, thank you for your time. He's sending Sonam Heart, and we can make that the thumbnail. This has been A Moment in Time with Taylor and Ed. There's no outro, so this is it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And thank you so much for making this show possible at femyoga.com. This channel is 100% funded by viewers. Thank you, and Sonam Heart.